Let's see. Let's see. Streams. Let's get active out here. Good morning, Donnell. Just getting out of my meeting, getting this thing set up, making sure I'm not missing everything. See the SPY trying to pop back off that bottom a little bit. Where are my flesh tags? All right. Now we're ready to roll. So today I see SOPA, BTTX, CYN, which I thought was done, but CYN's back up there. I see DPSI up 34%. And that's about it when it comes to the gainers. So we'll look at these and see what's up with them. SOPA making its way up there. Already made a high of day at the 286. BTTX making moves as well. This previous uptrend, it looks like it's staying under this. The 250-ish level is where that uptrend is, where it's kind of holding below. So we'll also be watching that. This one has really low volume for DPSI. Not too sure about that. But CYN made a high up here of the $4. SOPA going back red on the day. BTT breaking over that previous trend line. We'll see if it finds any kind of resistance up here towards that 275 level. Okay, DPSI giving everything back, going red on the day. CYN taking a little dump as well. Who's going to hold up green today? BTTX finding pressure as well. Yeah, Donnell, it is slim this morning. I'm looking around. I'm like, just got to see who's going to be strong. And if nothing's strong, then, you know, wait for some real catalysts, because I know some is going to drop this week. But of course, Mondays we get a big sell-off, and then we'll see the strength come back through. RDBX. Put that one back up there. It's not too volatile though on RDBX. Yeah, it's not a gapper, so I'm not gonna try to waste time on that. Trying to fish for opportunities. I want it to be super obvious. Green on the day, gapper. The SPY floating above this 404 level. for support. CYN. Zoom back on CYN a little bit. Yep, that's where that shoulder has been forever. That is failing off of. Previous close on this one was 350 level. So we'll see if it can crash that 350 level here. Let me check my other watch list. It's like UROY went on down a little bit on me to this uptrend that I had been monitoring here, right at the $3. I may end up adding to this one now that it's at the uptrend and seeing what its reaction will be throughout the day or throughout the next coming weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna be adding to these uranium plays here, but I'm gonna let them come down before I add though. SOPA. CYN. Good morning, Daniel B. Good morning, GD. PST. Okay, so I'm over here looking through my scans. Everything's pretty much red up here. What's up, Ted? DPSI. Trash. What's up, Lando? GNAC. Not looking great on the daily chart. Surf not gapping. Then we got CYN out here. Has a little bit of a downtrend on the daily. I don't like that trend. It's not obvious enough. BTTX and then SOPA. SOPA's got a while to go down, but if I trade this one, I'll be definitely breaking my rules on the whole Green Day thing. It could shoot back up, but I'm going to focus in on what's moving up. We see CYN coming back up here to the right under the $4. Throwing a wick. Has a little flat top up here at the 406. Throwing a wick through there. Throwing a wick to the highs. Right over the top of the 408. Is it going to drop off here? We got a bottom here of the 385. BTTX giving up the ghost there. So now CYN is the main strong mover up there. High of day 1414. Let me zoom back and see if I can get any confirmation back here of any ranges that it might fail on. Has a little bit of resistance across this level here of the right around the 450 level. Came up there and tested 1, 2, 3 times. Did blast through it on one time, but I don't know if it can blast through like that again at the 450. And previous close was the 350, 360 level. Very small breakout there. Top of this is 414, broke out to the 417-ish level. 3-cent breakout, not looking great. Let's see if it'll get attacked. BTTX also making moves, $2.50. Still green on the day as well. So 225 is pretty much the bottom of this down here. And then SOPA. Big push up. Flat top here at the 279s. Little bit of resistance. Definitely keep my eye on that one to go back green. CYN popping through the 4s. Oh, it's still basically in that same level. What's up, Lightning Rick? Daniel B, you said Bitcoin is 100 points from breaking consolidation channel. Daniel B, you watching Bitcoin? What? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely already broken out of the channel. Looks like over here on TOS. It's already breaking under this channel on the daily. If I can get these volume bars off of here. Yeah. Anyway, back over to CYN. Making very small moves, but it's looking like it's going to be a nice little grinder. Staying green on the day. What is the news on BTTX? BTTX, biotech, no real news, and the charting is not absolutely excellent on BTTX. It's got resistance up here on this candle of the $3, 320 level, right through there. Resistance there, a little bit of flat top resistance there. So I think that would be a very unnatural move to see it just cut straight up through here with no catalyst. So let's just watch CYN come down here real quick and we can play off of that. CYN has some resistance out here as well. Held up that $3 level. Back up to the fours with some resistance right here at the 450. CYN slowing down up here at the top. Very small breakouts up to the 425 and now showing a little bit of downwards movement. We'll see if it can hold up this 386. BTTX, same movement coming up here to a top, falling off. Made a high of day. See if we can find a relevant trend. Okay, coming back up. BTTX. Seeing it kind of pause on that previous uptrend we had, finding a little bit of resistance there off that. So maybe this will be the new trend. I think that trend was something like this. Oh, SOPA did have a little bit of news here. Um, they got Society Pass Q1 sales 445K. So they just had some nice Q1 results basically. That's got them going up. I'm wondering, it's holding up this little range here of the 445. I mean the 245 here. We'll see if that can become either to break it. It's only what 10 cents away from this breakdown. May just continue grinding down. BTTX. A lot of sideways motion. Wow, CYN waking back up towards the highs. Coming back into the box, okay. And then Uroy. Definitely back down here as well. 295, 260. Letting that play. SOPA. Can you come back green on the day? Green for SOPA would be a crossover of the oh my goodness, look at the daily chart though. This is not, this is one, and this is why I try to come out here and look at all the time frames. Is giving back this profit on a daily. Of course, it can come back 260 green, but then it needs to push all the way back up to the 280s, and I don't know if it can do all that on today with no catalyst. So not too confident in SOPA. Even if it does come back green on the day, 260 may become a huge resistance. Back over here at the SPY though, SPY testing back down to the 404s. CYN jumping up there to the 420s real quick, making a new high of day. Kind of forming a little bit of a range. So just invalidating my little trends. Oh, that other one I wanted to add to this one real quick. Uroy. This little dip down here. I wanted to just buy one share on this little trend here. And I'll just, if it comes down a little bit lower, I just want to add a little bit here because I don't want to mess myself up. Uroy. Market. Okay, add it down there on Uroy. Very slow entry. Then on this one, got it coming back to the box as well. Add one down here. Added one there. Brings my price down to the 788 for LTBR and the 397. So down 97 cents on Uroy right now. And it's already coming back up to the $3 there. But just adding a little bit. Just holding those shares. CYN up to 425. This one is not doing any kind of setup that I like. So I'm not going to be forcing anything here. BTTX Coming down, SOPA. Again, that 260 point is going to be a huge resistance right here. Let me put that on as resistance. 260. We should see a major fall from the 260s. Okay, the SPY. CYN continue to try to get up out of there. It's the best looking thing on the day, but the volume is just not ramping up yet. So BTTX had a test, and can we see any kind of low thrown down here towards the 242s real quick? BTTX. We'll add another one down here at $3 on a Uroi. So added one there, and then LTBR. Where you at? Hasn't started any kind of pullback yet. Now add one there. And that is it for today for adding on those two. Give it a couple more days to consolidate and see what it wants to do. My average price now is 781 on the LTBR and 394 on Uroi, which is coming on back up over the threes. CYN forming a little top there. All right, BTTX finally coming on back down. If it gets back under the 250, it's probably going to have some big problems. But it is up on the day. It's up 30% instead of 19. We have a high on CYN. Don't know where that's going to drop to, but it continues to grind higher. We can see on the volume candles, it started off with 500,000 shares and has been working its way up to 1 million on that one share. And then we'll see what happens after 1 million on a 5-minute candle. Does it want to dump a little bit? BTTX trying to get through this trend line again at that 260. $260 is just a problem across the board for all of these stocks. SOPA, we're seeing that dip off the 260 as well. I'm going to remove SOPA. Has no reason to be up here anyway. The SPY breaking down to 403s. We see it coming down to this bottom of the 402 50-ish level. Right down to that bottom. Looking for this thing to break down closer to that 6, and if it breaks down closer to the 6, then I'll add. CYN slowing down up here. We see BTTX coming up here and trying to get through that 260. It's been holding these levels. Still has ways to go up here to the 265. I don't think it has the juice to get up there though. If it does, that'll just be my fault for underestimating the stock, I guess. It is forming a new trend though. So we'll see how it holds out of the old trend here on the 5-minute in comparison to the new trend there. This point 250 could be the out. I want to see it come down some though. Give us another low higher than a 248. 248. Come on, stay above 248. $250 coming down. So let's see how it holds this 248 level here. And then CYN. Can it start branching away from this and just start going sideways holding the 250 is the question. CYN made another little bounce here as well. Not trusting this bounce. 414 is the low there. Let's see if it can dip down and give a low towards that 414. I don't like this trend either. It's a little bit too steep. I think I want one more share of LTBR while it's at the 650 here. And just even it out with 20 shares there. 650. So got that. Average price is the 775 now. BTTX coming on down. Coming down to that 248. We're looking for a hold around this 248. The top side of this is the 253. Let's see how much of a failure it can get through this, the old trend line downwards here. If that trend line starts to become resistance, it's probably going to hold it down for a little bit today. CYN. Did we ever get a bottom check of that 415? We did not. Can we get a wick above the 415s? 417. Okay. Holding there slightly above that 415 level. Giving it a second. This candle closes in 2 minutes. High was up here at the 439s. Okay, so it did get that check there to the low. It's holding there a little bit of the 415-ish level. I may try this to see if it can grind higher. The body of this previous candle was at the 422s. So let's see if we can get back over the 420s. But I'm wondering, is this too much extension? Does it need to pull back more on the higher time frames? Because on the 15-minute, we're seeing it's still red here, but it's not picking up big momentum to the downside, but it is running out of volume on this upside move. So That's making me change my mind here. I don't see that volume push for it to go up. Did hold there. So I'm just gonna take small share size and see if it'll go up from that 415. Took a little bit there and a little bit more. So I got 30 shares in there. Holding up that 415 is what I wanted to do. We'll see if it can get up and get going. And I'll use this 415 as an out. Not 415. Let's do $4 since the risk is so low here. $4 back under the 4. $3.99 for these 30 shares. Looking for it to push out of this 425 level. $424 is $425. Go ahead and get through that high. High there is the $426. Okay, getting a little push. Previous resistance level was right here at the 450-ish level. We'll see if we can get some FOMO buying back here. We got this flat top of indecision right here at the 431. The bottom of this candle is the low of the 419, which if it can push through this high here of the 430s, I'll make 419 my out. Waiting for it to push those highs so I can put 419 in there as my out. 430s, there we go. Okay, so I put that as my out, 419 for right now, and let it play up here to the top. Looking for it to hold these levels. If it does stop me out, it'll be a break-even trade. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, hopefully it gets some FOMO buying or something. That'll be dope. Can we hold the 30s? 31s? Can we see the 35s? Top 439. So I'll draw that as some resistance, possible resistance there. 439s. Getting some small pops up there. Let's see what the action will be at the very top here at the 439. Can we get that strong push through there? So it's pushing the shorts out above this indecision of the 431. Let's see if we can see those 35s pop. 35s, 36s. Okay, so just holding. As long as it doesn't stop me out at 419, I'm good to go. Will greed come in and push this thing higher? 435 is what I want to see hold on the bid. Bottom of this 15-minute candle is the 416s. I'm wondering, is that where I need to play at 416 instead of 415s? Or 419, rather. Can we see them trap some folks in here? It's a little bit of volume coming in there. I like that volume push. Come on, buddy. Hmm. Yeah, I think 416 would be a better place for me to be getting out. I mean, it's not that much risk anyway. It's 4 cents of risk here. So I'm going to go ahead and put 415 in there. Just in case it wants to get crazy with wicks. That'll be a 6 cent risk on these shares if it can't get going upwards. Down to the 20. Little bounce off the 20. 25s. How far you want to pull back up is the question. BTTX about to pull a wow. BTTX gave up its life. Okay. So we'll just continue playing around with CYN then. All right, SOPA back red on the day. I already knew that was going to happen. BTTX, SREV. Look at this other one called SREV out here. Oh, it's green. It's trying to pull. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like that. CYN getting up off those levels, trying to see it if it can get up and go. Has the top side resistance up here of the 477s for a resistance level. Waiting for a new 5-minute, a 15-minute candle to go here. It's really, really testing right here at the 440s. I don't know if it can break it, but I'm going to give it some time. If it does go, I will make break even my out at the 419s because I don't think it should be coming down here too fast. We'll see though. 419. Then I'll be looking for more outs. Got a little test there. Showed a little weakness at that level. It needs to go ahead and jump through that level though. A little slow there. Opening up a little bit higher. Don't like that. Okay. Yeah, 419 will be my out. Should have went ahead and got through that top. I can always re-enter. Okay. Looking like it wants to get up and out of there. See if any FOMO comes over the top. Hmm. This candle here is at the, wow, that thing took a little bit of a dip. The 430, so I'll be moving up to the 425 if it can continue upward. Can those 30s start to hold is the question. 433s, 434s. Can we get that push through the highs finally? Will FOMO buying come in here? Be a break-even trade if it does decide to dump on me here. Okay, so like I said, this bottom of the 428, 425-ish level will be the new stop spot if this thing can push out here. BTTX absolutely getting destroyed, and we can see on BTTX it did start respecting this lower level trend line, so that's not good. That's not strength. It cracked it and then came up and found it as resistance. All right, looks like it wants to come stop me out. We'll see. 30s continue to being a little bit of a problem for the shorts there. Popping off those 30s. Let's see if it can reclaim the body of this previous candle of the 34 on the bid. 33s. Hmm. Came down there back to the break-even point. So 419, I'm out. And I can always get back in. For 425 level got slipped through real quick. Not seeing the 26s come back up there fast. No 26s on the bid either. Almost got me out there. Okay, holding up those 20. Wow, look at there. Almost 1 cent away from getting me out. Let's see what it can do now then. Can it get back over the 30s up here? Closing this candle in 30 seconds. Can we see those 30s come back into play? 27s. 5 seconds left on this candle. Can we see it close over the 27s? New candle opening. Let's see if it'll start getting going up now from my entry. Came within 1 cent of stopping me out. That's why I don't put stops on 5s, 10s, 15s. That's crazy. Put your stops on odd numbers. So let's see if we can start reclaiming those 30s here now. Kind of taking a pause break right here at the 430s. I don't like that. 31s popped there up there very quickly. Let's see if we can see them on the bid. Hold here. 431s. BTTX. Ways away from that other trend there. Okay. We see the SPY down to the 402s now. Got a little bounce off of the 401. This thing is trying its best to stay above the 400s. CYN giving up. So does it want to actually break down the 420s is the question. If so, it will sacrifice me. Want to get my stop above break even though. All right, let's continue looking. CYN BW. What is this one doing? BWV out here. Did they get some more news or something? BWV. BWV. No news on today. Just kind of throwing some wicks up there. Looking like I'm gonna get stopped out of CYN. Very small loss if it does do it. Definitely slowing down a whole lot. And the slower it gets, the smaller that range is going to get under this $5. So come on. You're going to get a push, get a push. See the 27s on the bid. Can we see the 28s funnel in there very quickly? Start pushing shorts off of this position. 28, there's 30s, 31, 30s, getting wild up here. I like it. If it slams, I'm risking 1 cent. Ooh, can we get that test of the highs? We'll see what that wants to do. And I'm also keeping an eye on BWV as well. I have to come back and see about these later on in the day. But for right now, I want to focus on this one. 440 or 240. Okay, so we are getting up there to the 35s. Want to see it go ahead and break this this 440 and go on to the 450. Looks great on the hour chart here. Just waiting for a continuation. Top side is the 440s. And I literally, I guess, bottom tick this at the 420 is where it hit. So very low risk trade. 15-minute break of the 436 is going to be beautiful if it can do it. If it can break that, I'll make this my new out. The bottom of this is the 430s, 429. But again, slowing down here. BWV throwing some nice little wicks up here as well. Top side is 449. It's really far, really fast. I have to wait for some consolidation. This thing is wild. Wow, look at that thing getting up there. Okay, it may take some attention away from everything else. Definitely keep that one on watch though. BWV up 24%. No news that I see right now. This is Blue Water Vaccines. Crazy, crazy moves. That breakout was from the 60 up to the 90s. 30-cent breakout there. Let's flip over here to the daily chart on this thing. So we can see that the yearly chart, it's been red for a while. Came down here to a bottom of 255 and now has a top on this year of 682. On the daily chart, though, we can see it's been coming. It took a mighty fall down. I think I traded this one in the past, I believe. Yeah, I think I traded BWV and I was holding, but this is one of those that gives pops sporadically, but it's no news on it. And we see those 30s flood in here. 430s, man. Come on. BWV. Absolutely destroying shorts. I see some little pops up here on CYN to the 30s. Good, good. Looking for that exploding candle out of this range. And looking for the break over the 440s there. And getting some nice push there. So at this point, if it can start breaking, 420 of break even will be my out. Because I don't want to get too close to it and get stopped out. We see BWV. Once it starts cracking down, I believe more attention will come back over here to CYN. CYN making its way out of this range though. Looking, waiting, watching for some FOMO buying. I mean, if it just gets a little breakout, it may just go. So 435, break of 435 is what we're looking for. But this one's got to, oh, getting a little pop there. Very quick pop there. A lot of resistance over the top though. Not seeing those 34s anymore. I see them over here on the tape, but they're not buying higher than the bid or the ask. They're not buying those outlier prices that push the price range. 33s. Can we get that lunch out of here? It's working its way. 35s. Can we see those on the bid here? 34s. Nope. Bunch of 34s. There's 35s. Big 35 action right there. Can we see them on the bid though? The ask is still at the 35. Hasn't been bought through yet. 35s there. There's 35 on the bid. There's the break. Let's see if they can go ahead and push it. So at this point, this bottom here of the 430s or 425 level will be my out. It'll be a green trade no matter what, but we'll see how much we can suck off of it. So 424s, it just needs to stay above that level. Wow, it's getting cracked down. Okay. So yeah, I put my stop there at 424. If it wants to crash, oh well. I just get back in. Come on, buddy. You got this. You know you want to keep those gains. FOMO buyers, where y'all at? Holding around there at 435. Can we get a sporadic buy up over 435 here? And also BWV going to the absolute moon. Double topped up there. It will need to come back down as well. We see the 436, 435s holding here on the bid on CYN. Finding another top. I want to see this thing grind on through some of these levels. But at this point, there's no risk on my part. I mean, I'll take either a small gain or a big gain, but either way it goes, it'll be a gain. Opening up nice and high. I like that. Let's see a test above these levels of the 440 to the 450. Seeing it pop there a little bit. Nice. Nice little action up there. We'll see if it can continue. 450s. Okay, so the body of these candles here is 441. So it may find a little bit of resistance up here. I want to see how much it can push back over those 450s though. Getting a little push up to the 450s, throwing a little wick up there. Body of this candle is the low is the 426. Leave my stop right where it is. Looking for the FOMO trades to come over the 450s. 445s. We see BWV hit a top up there of the $5. CYN over here does have a little bit of resistance up here at the 476 there. So it came up here to the 625s, bottomed down, and now has a resistance here at the 480s. And then after the 480s, maybe the 580s could get touched again. Let me identify a little bit more resistance back here though. So we got this level, 613s. Other than that though, not a whole lot of resistance. So we'll see where this thing can stop at, if it can get some FOMO buying through this, because we just cracked the 439s here and we're just holding this level. And then on the day, we are nice and green on the day. On the year, I'm wondering, can it transition back green on the year? But I don't know. So we're seeing CYN trying to get back up there to the 450s. I'm looking for FOMO buyers up here to go ahead and try to test out this 475 level if possible. $49s. Can we see those 50s start to hold? 50s. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. Let's go, FOMO buyers. Don't get slammed down. Show them what you got. Can we see those 55s and going on to the 60s? $55s getting tapped. Okay, a little high open there. Previous points that I will be willing to jump out at is this 25, man. If it crashes that, it's over with. But we're going to see if the FOMO buyers want to keep it going towards the top. Top right now is the 459, and it looks like it's starting to grind up and push through and get a little bit stronger with the FOMO buying. Okay, top of this is the 460s. Very small break there. Let's see if it can continue to push over the 60s. Ooh, getting a little clap there. But it's okay. I'm gonna milk it for all it's got. Small little clap down, but that's in the midst of this upward momentum. That small clap down puts the shorts in a more dangerous spot than me. because I'm already in a winning position. Top here is the 462s. Can we get those 60s to start to hold like crazy? 55s. Yeah, let's do that. 426, I'll just jump out because I would like to get more return than this on my offer. So 426 is my new out area. My entry price was the 420s. So definitely gonna let those FOMO buyers play with this one. We're seeing the spot come down to the 400 level. Did it break the 400 level already? Almost. We're looking at a breakdown on the 400. BWV came down a lot. I'm gonna be watching this one for entries as well. Nice and green on the day. BWV, BTTX. BTTX trying to come off these bottoms. Still green on the day as well. SOPA, did you come back green? Nope, SOPA's still red. Okay. All right. Okay, this one in this dip, I'm interested to see where it wants to go. Has a high of day up here of the $5. Trend. I see CYN struggling with that 450 level. Still got a lot of pressure to push down through for the shorts back to this 425 level. Okay, BWV getting a little bit of love off this bottom of the 450. Let's see if I can identify any more spots that will be maybe some possible support for it. 425s. Not really seeing a whole lot on this one, but it is sporadic. So we want to see how what it does to this 450. If it can find a wick here, wick down here to the 454, and then start holding, then I'll be interested in a trade on it. But if it just breaks completely through this 454, that's not gonna look too pretty. $457s. We can also identify the trend over here as well on this lower time frame here. I mean higher time frame, I'm saying lower. Higher time frame of the 15-minute. Has about 4 minutes on this candle. Getting that peak down there to the 454s, but holding a little bit. We'll see if it can actually hold this thing strong. Like I said, it's got 4 minutes left on it. Okay, BWV coming on down. So it did crack the bottom. So we now have a full test of this 450 level. And we'll see if it can start working its way back up to this 460 level, which is the body of the previous candle. Or it doesn't want to get strong to the downside. Looking like it's gapping away from our trend. So that is weakness. I don't like that. Okay. CYN, BW showing some weakness there. May come back up, but definitely keep an eye on it. BTTX. Okay, this one had the new trend coming up here, making a new trend now. This one's pretty much irrelevant. We have a little bit more of an obvious little uptrend here. We'll see which one it fails first. Okay, BWV took quite a bit of a dip down there to the bottom of this candle. We'll see if it can find or make any new trends, but at this point, that one's out of range for me. SPY continue to test that 400 level. CYN could possibly just start holding up that 450 strong. It could be very nice. Look at it getting crazy. I like it. It's holding well away from the my entry, so that's cool. Just looking for it to get crazy over the top now. We do have a high of day made here, so we'll have to see if this thing can start getting strong through these high of days again after the volume falls off. So we got a little bit of a trend there, and we'll see if it can start breaking out of there. Opening very well. $450 getting tested. Need to see those 51s come in here. Start breaking out of this little trend here. And looks like this low of this candle is the 443. So I could move my stop up there for half and just sell half there. But at this point, it's such a little risk. I mean, I'd much rather just collect on whatever it gives me up top. But looking for this trend break, 450 level to start to hold. BW coming off the bottom here. This bottom is the 433. We got BTTX also grinding up here as well. Still under that previous downtrend and not really making a strong move up there just yet. CYN playing with people up here, which is cool with me. You can play all at once. Coming down here to the 439 level, looking for the break of this trend. We may see it on the next 5-minute candle. Looking at the hour chart though, it does look like a nice topping tail is forming, and the body of this candle is at the 435s there. So may need to watch out for that 435 breakdown. See if it can possibly hold that up. BTTX continue down in these two trends. We'll see which one it breaks first. If it can consolidate down here and still hold the uptrend, it may be looking good to give a nice little scalp later on in the day. SPY bouncing above that 400 level. And BWV still doing its thing. Let's see, there's something else. AUST popped up a little bit. Let me see what that one's talking about. AUST got a big old move up out of there. Do a topping wick up here, 345. It's gonna have to dip as well. $450 level is holding on this one. Bottom of the 432. This candle this candle will be closing up in a minute on BWV. Not interested right here though. AUST. Okay, giving up the ghost. So now we can identify another trend here. It's a little bit steeper off this topping tail to that first trend. So BTTX getting a lot of downward momentum going there. CYN kind of just floating. We'll see if we can get that breakout on this trend here. Trend right now is at the 447, and then the next candle will be even lower. So let's see if we can get a breakout there. Daniel B, that's how you feeling, man? Look, man, you know, what did you end up trading today, Daniel B? Let me read some of these comments. I haven't even looked over here. Okay. Resistance. Great, love it. So it's pretty safe in a recession, stagflation, hyperinflation. Don't remember I sold all my crypto a while ago. One Life, you sold all your crypto? Dang, be correction. I have 10 bucks of Ethereum and 9 cents of SHIB. Oh yeah, you're gonna be rich for real. I will buy Bitcoin again under $1. What? So you ain't never getting back in. And Dang B says, one life, one chance. Yeah, everybody like $1. Why are they selling cryptos now? Yeah, got you. And appreciate that, Lori. Looking for these things to get up and start acting right, though. AUST continuing up. BWV. Big push off of this trend. So I do like this 464 for a break back up. The bottom of this candle is the 444. I would love to see it break out here. So I'm probably just going to play it small and see what it can give me across this level. 450 on the bids. Will it start dropping below the 450 is the question. 451 on the bids. I may have to let this one close and then just buy on the breakout of the 463 here. Little stack at the 450s coming in there. 447's on the bid, so it is dropping now. Because the thing is, you kind of have to choose the battle you want to fight. You could get in here and take a very unsafe position, or you can get in up here, which is a less unsafe position because you have the support under here, but it could be just a quick pop and then drop. So just trying to see what it wants to do. CYN coming on back down as well. I was looking for that thing to hold up those 40s. Still green on the day though. BTTX. Yeah, not touching that one. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a powerful little move down. We'll see what kind of reaction it has to the so-called uptrend that is formed. We see CYN bouncing down here a little bit. AUST continues to act up. BWV. Can we see it approach that 450 again for this breakout? The break right now will be the 458-ish level. So let's see if we can start seeing those 50s pile in here. The volume has fallen off big time though. I don't like that. It should at least be getting a lot more volume than that. That's crazy. This may be a quick pop and drop. AUST, CYN, a lot of red on the tape. Needs to start re-challenging this top level trend. Took forever to break this 440 and now it's back under it. BTTX is probably a great short call out to break this downtrend here and then head on back to the 225s. AUST is insane. No news, nothing. Just going up. Okay, so BWV. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I'll take this one for a move up. Yeah. Take this one for just a small move up. And see if it'll give a quick pop and drop. See if I can see the 455s here on the bid. 454. Okay. Not going to add to, I see those 455s hold with some size. Not seeing the size that I want. Okay. Getting a little wild there. I still only see the 54s. Looking for those 55s to hold. 52s. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not adding to this. The bottom of this is the 448. So let's see what we got here. Big slams. Trying to hold up there. 60s. What's your drop going to look like? Holding out though. On the 5-minute. There's 55s, 56s, 58s. I'm adding there. I'm at 58, and then my out will be the 440s. Sell, stop 440. Yeah. Okay. Got my out there at the 440s. The risk will be 20 cents. Looking to see if it can start breaking out of here for real and stop playing. AUTS, CYN came down here to this bottom. BTX stopped down here, but still grinding downward. Looking for this quick break to sell into. Opening up a little bit higher there. Bottom of this candle is the 447, so that will decrease my risk a little bit. 440s, 445 there, 444. Decreasing my risk. Got my sell out below this downtrend, looking for it to break this high here of the 460s. 464s. Just give us a quick pop back up here to, you can reach the 475, can't you? You could do it. I believe in you. And now I don't. Oh man. Let's see if it'll pull back up. All right, AUST finally pulling down there. BTTX. CYN, can we get going back upward or no? 425 level is where I'm sitting. Low of this candle was the 428s. Look at this thing falling. That means more volume should come over here to things that are looking a little bit better. We can see CYN coming back up to this trend. Let's see if it can start pushing its way back up here to the 436s-ish level. BWV, you got you got a nice little trend here. Don't break it. You got good things going. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna give me what I'm looking for. AUST taking quite a bit of a dip there. 433. 433. All right, got me out there. I'll take that little bit of a plunge there. Very quick, sharp movement down. CYN. Got the trend identification over here. Getting up off of those 430s. If it does get off of these levels, I will use this 428 as my next out. 428. We can start forming a new trend here. BTTX looking more and more like a dump machine. AUST dipping down quite a bit. Gave back almost everything in a couple of seconds. We see the SPY at 406. We're about to see a breakdown of the 400 on the SPY, it looks like. Yep. Let's see what it wants to do. Let me look at the NQ as well. NQ dying. The top report is, will the Fed go too far? Violent stock market swings. Let me pull this up on the other screen. Violent stock market swings put investors on lookout for recession signals. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so we have broken down the 400s on the SPY. And just slipping on down. My CYN is looking great. I like it. Just letting that play. AUST, I don't think we're going to see any turnaround on that one. BWV, it should have went ahead and ripped out of here if it was going to rip. So I'm going to leave B whatever that thing is alone. And just let these shares play throughout the day with CYN. Had an indecision. Want to see this thing start sitting on top of this at the 437s. SOPA came back green today. SOPA made big moves back up. Look at SOPA go. Came down. Formed somewhat of a downtrend there, but not too obvious. And then the uptrend isn't too obvious either. So it may just be forming a channel here on SOPA. $2.73 right now. Don't really know what this thing wants to do here. This one continues to try to bundle out of here, but this right here is what I don't like. When it starts forming like a box on the day when it should be very high momentum, that's what I don't like. This formation, that box. it could go either way big, but I'm just not willing to play with my soul like that on BWV. I may come back and check on it, but nah. AUST down there, 303. Move that. CYN continuing up. BTTX. Like I said, this was looking like a dump machine, forming a downtrend within a downtrend. So you know that's got to be bad. Forming this new downtrend within another downtrend. Pop back up to the 400s on the SPY real quick. But yeah. So I'm just going to let this CYN. I'm gonna let my stop sit out there. Did I? Okay, good to canceled. Okay, good. Just let it sit out there and see if it can take over anything. If it can't, still going to be a green trade on that one, but it'll just be a small green trade. I'm looking for it to wake up and go. But it is Monday, start of the week, so it's whatever. SOPA had a lot of consolidation from this 266 support down to the 225 looks like support. 250. So all of this support in here, I don't know if it's a channel or uptrend. I don't know what this thing wants to do. It did not have any kind of, oh yes it did. It had the Q1 sales revenue report, but that's it. Still green on the day, but not big green. Just enough not to scare too many people. Don't like the way that this thing has slowed down so much. It's coming down here trying to crack down my trend, so I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna need to do a pullback. It's gonna have to do a pullback. So I'm probably end up just taking what I have and walking away for the day because this thing isn't looking great. It pulled out of this range, formed a new, what looks like a trend line, but doesn't look super strong here. It's got to start breaking back over. Got to start breaking back over this 436 level. Quite strong. And I don't know if it has it in it. It's been down to this level multiple times of the 426. BTTX trying to get back into that uptrend, but just does not have the range for me today. Look how small these bars have gotten. 235 up to the 240. So 5-cent candles. That's ridiculous. You can't do anything with that. Okay, there's the 33s. Can we start holding up that 36 and get back out of this the new trend that I drew up here to show strength? 34s. You see those 35s. Yeah, a little bit of weakness there. Okay. Well, I'm just going to continue holding these shares. I have my stop there placed at 426 for the breakdown if it breaks. And I'll keep my eye on it throughout the day, but actually, no, I won't because I got to get out of here. But yeah, that is it for me today. I'll let those shares ride on CYN. If it wants to grind higher, great. If it wants to dump, well, you know, it's not going to hurt. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all of your chats, comments, and all of your educational value that you bring to the community. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, man. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. And I will be back tomorrow morning. We'll be looking through everything and seeing if we can find any more good news to trade on. This thing's hitting the 436, trying to get through there, but it's probably going to be a grinder. It's looking quite I don't know, questionable right now. Opening up higher, I like that. So just start to gap away from this thing. That's all you got to do, buddy. But anyway, for real though, I got to shut this thing down. SPY is closing up above the, or not closing up, but is above the 401s at this point. We'll see what that does throughout the day. All right. So yeah, that is it for me today. I will be back tomorrow morning with more trading. If you're going to continue trading, be careful. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Perfect.